We are back. Saints Block Party podcast coming at you. Adam, joined with my boy, my friend, Ryan, aka Wolf. Um,
Yup.
I don't know what the hell I'm getting over. I think it's some type of bad sinus infection. I'm not
Mm.
100%. But we needed to come back and talk about the Saints because the Saints play football on Sunday. And
Ooh.
hopefully I should be recovered enough that I'll still be able to attend the game.
Hopefully.
I'm feeling man, I'm feeling a lot better today than I felt yesterday. So
Mm.
I'm already on the mend. But we wanted to have this episode and talk about the things we want to see in this upcoming game. There was one more practice that the team had. That was the last open practice of training camp for everyone because
Yeah.
everything after that,
That's it. No
everything,
career time, baby. It's over.
everything after that, 100% lockdown. Um, Saints flew out to California today, so they will resume practice in Irvine tomorrow. So they have a practice. I believe they have a walkthrough on Friday. No, practice tomorrow, Friday, and then a walkthrough on Saturday, I believe, and then the game on Sunday. And then they will stay here in Southern California for a couple of days after the game on Sunday before
Hmm.
flying back to Louisiana. There's been a couple of moves that the Saints have made and a couple of news items that have happened since we last recorded. I don't know how we want to start. I guess we're talking about Devin Neal. Devin Neal hamstring injury.
Yeah.
He's gonna be out a few weeks, and
Weeks.
when, hamstring injury out a few weeks. And when you talk that, and you're drafted in the sixth round at this point, like that to me, this screams practice squad. Like that is practice squad
Yeah.
fodder.
Practice squad or IR. It's like one of those two.
One or two, bro.
Oh, and that, there's the Devin Neal story. That grand opening, grand closing.
Um,
All
this,
that we got Devin Neal in the sixth round. There's your juice right there.
gone, gone. The Saints waived Matthew Hayball and
Yeah.
brought back Hunter Deckers.
Okay.
Uh, wonder if that I don't know if that has anything to do with the Jake Hayner. He was fine, but like I don't know. Um,
I don't know.
I mean they had three punters in training camp.
Yeah.
Um, but just interesting that Hayball is going as the punter.
I just
Um,
hope it's not like a. Hope we don't have a punter issue this year. Like of all things, like can we not have a punter issue? Like please,
please,
like,
jeez.
figure it out. I don't know.
Uh, it's one that I saw. This was a tweet, I think by maybe Bob. I think Bob Ross retweeted it, but man, since the Saints drafted Thomas Morstead, like they've had like struggles in terms of replacing him.
Oh
Like
yeah,
it has
since he
been
left,
since he's left.
yeah, no
Um,
question.
Cole said, "Not another year like Headley, please. This offense going to need a good punter.
Yeah,
It absolutely will. It was just interesting in terms of like I don't know if they just didn't. Who knows? I'm not the person who is breaking down like extreme punter hang
no,
times
I'm
and things like that. It's not our
not my forte.
it's not what we not what you come here for. If you expecting that, you came to the wrong place. Keenan Allen, this is Saints adjacent, did decide to return back to Los Angeles. He signed with the Chargers, a 1 year deal. I think it was like 8 million or so. So he essentially got what he wanted in terms of returning back to Los Angeles. So that's like another name off the board that the Saints were like heavily after all offseason, especially like post draft when they weren't able to land like any of the weapons or offensive players they wanted during the draft. Um, we'll see what happens. Man,
Seth Green got cut, man. Seth Green.
And they claimed a Niners tight end. I don't even know the name.
Oh yeah, I don't even remember. He was a basketball player. I forgot his name already. He's like 6'8" or something. That's all I know.
Oh, him and Moscato should be able to do something, I guess, in the red zone, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know, Wolf.
Juice, baby, we got our juice.
Someone in the chat, Erika, who's our starting quarterback? Can we?
I don't know. Don't know, man. I know, but I don't know.
I mean, I have a good indication of who it's probably going to be.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll get into that, right? Like the whole like. And to be fair, like this, I'm going to kind of try to keep this podcast relatively not super long, because I'm still recovering. But I'm trying to think anything else any other news related items.
No.
I think I went through them pretty well. Yeah. So Chargers game. Chargers on Sunday, 1 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Central time. This is going to be a great game, just because I'm glad it's the Chargers for multiple reasons. It's Jim Harbaugh. It's a Jim Harbaugh team, so it's going to be a physical team. It's a Jesse Minter defense, so whoever the quarterback is, all three, they like defensively are going to be challenged no matter what Chargers unit is in the game. First string, second string, third string, they are going to be challenged, even if it's not schematically. Like even if Jesse Minter is not calling like a very crazy scheme type of defense, like they are going to be running towards the ball and playing physical. Like that's just what the Chargers and the Jim Harbaugh teams do. The Chargers they started training camp before any other team in the NFL did. So they have had that 1 week advantage of being at playing football longer than anyone else. So it's going to be a good test for Kellen Moore to kind of for him to see where is the team? Like, where's my team at in terms of like, what do I have? Offensive line, defensive line, all that. Don't know how many of the Charger starters are actually going to play. Have no idea. But that's what I am excited to see of where this team is.
No question, bro. Like I'm looking forward to that. I was rewatching like just the highlights of the Chargers Lions Hall of Fame game. And bro, like you said, it's a hardball team. I don't care if the third stringers, bro. Physical, flying to the ball, playing with energy. Like they called Detroit Lions napping, bro.
Napping, bro.
You could tell the Brian Lions was just like, whoa, like I thought this was supposed to be like a Hall of Fame game. Now, like y'all, relax. It just like they could make you look stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like you can look real stupid if you don't come there with your chin strap on. You know what I'm saying? So, it also like offensively, look, Trey Lance hasn't had the career, nobody expected or whatever, but he went number 3 overall for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude who got an arm, could run, could move. He looked good in the little Hall of Fame game. They schemed him up nice, made some, nice, just, I wouldn't say simple throws, but, just to get his confidence going and stuff like that. So like, that's a good, like, even if we're not going against Justin Herbert, I doubt he plays. Maybe he will. I don't know. But even if it's not Justin Herbert going against Trey Lance, I think that's a nice test to see where this Saints defense is at. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to run the ball. They are going to run the ball all day. So we're going to test to see if this run defense has improved. You know what I'm saying? It's still just preseason. So whatever happens is not like, the sky's falling or this is what it means for the rest of the season. But you just want to see where your team at. So we're going to see. Because not just the middle, they run like a lot of outside runs and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna be testing old, Stutzman been getting all the love this offseason.
Yep.
I love that. Now it's time to hit, baby. Like you go and hit.
Hit.
let's see what you got.
And like it's, and I know it's just preseason, but this is a Brandon Staley. Like they. I mean, to be fair, like he deserved to be fired for the job he was doing in Los
Yeah,
Angeles. Like he deserved to go, but he like I don't care. I don't want to hear the cliches like, "Oh, this is just a preseason game. It doesn't matter." Like, get the fuck out of my face. Like, human nature, this shit's gonna matter to him.
you know
It's
it'd
gonna
be
matter.
funny. You know it'd be funny to have a repeat of remember when Sean Payton faced
Greg Williams,
Harbaugh in the preseason, and Greg Williams was
oh,
just sending
the
zero blitzes. Just
blitzes, bro.
boy, Jim Harbaugh remembered that shit. He said, "All right, I'm gonna remember this." And
Came back to bite us in the
came back
the
to bite
divisional
us.
game.
But that'd be funny if Brandon Staley just released the beast. Just said, "Man, send everybody."
Fuck y'all. Dean Spanos, like
Dean Spanos.
it just came with heat, bro. Uh, it it's good. It's just gonna be interesting and fun. And kind of speaking to that point, you talked about being a Jim Harbaugh team, being a tough team. I want to see how this offensive line holds up. Like the starting
Mm-hmm.
five. Like how does the starting five look out there? Kelvin Banks, he hasn't gotten a lot of pub, which is great from a
Great.
left tackle. Like it's great news, but I'm more interested of the two interior guards with
Mm,
Trevor Penning. He's making that transition to B guard. Like this is going to be his first opportunity against going against players who aren't his teammates in live game
yeah.
action. But honestly, like the arrow is really on the right guard. 51. That's who the arrow really is on in terms of
I've seen more lowlights this camp from 51 than I've seen from 70. That's all I don't know what that means, but it's like, hey, look, we know Caesar, bro. Caesar going Caesar, man. But it's like,
can we
bro.
can
But it'd
we
be
can we
crazy if he becomes like the weak link.
the weak link? Wouldn't that be wild, bro?
Everybody else just doing their thing, and Caesar Ruiz, the weak link, the only one with like a big long term contract.
Um, I'm I'm gonna get a little tired of players on our team having the blink gon' blink, bro. I'm tired of it. Wolf.
I know, right?
We got
Got a
Caesar,
lot of
got
those.
Pete. You could honestly say it about Alante too, if you're being real, bro. Like
I
Alante
take
go
this going latte.
Latte, bro.
You know, that's the players that are who they are, man. Like,
It really, same with Jawan, bro. Like,
like
I'll go Jawan.
just you know what you're gonna get. You know,
But very interested to see how the starting five offensive line looks,
oh man,
and it's because it's all about cohesion. It's all about cohesion coming together. And that's like the preseason is a good place to start with that. And the Chargers have like like talent along the defensive line. They have good linebackers. It's gonna be a fun game. It's gonna really be a fun game, and kind of going to the other side of it, or staying with the offensive line, but going to the quarterback. All expectation is Spencer Rattler will get the start. In terms of the things that we want to see from the quarterbacks, for Rattler, like it really for him needs to be like that growth, right? In terms of not just the growth from like training camp and everything from this offseason, but just the growth from how he played last year. In terms of, it seems like there's been the growth in the decision making, the decisiveness, getting the ball out quick, him seeing the field better. But when live game situations come on, can he not make that critical mistake, right? And that has to be a big thing for him. Chris said, I would like to see a good deep ball from Rattler. It's been his bugaboo. It was his bugaboo all of last season for sure.
no question. His deep ball accuracy, his deep ball stats, and like just on tape, his deep balls weren't good. You know, whatever reason you could come up with, offensive line, or the people he was throwing to, whatever. But it wasn't good. He has
One
to
good.
improve there. So I would like to see that. I would like to see him, because he hasn't threw a ton in this camp. A few I've seen that were nice, but want to see him do that. Dial that up a little more. We'll see how much they air it out in this game. They might just play it close to the vest and kind of think and don't get run the ball a lot. We'll see. And like you said, bro, I just want to see him play clean. I just want him to have a nice, clean game that just where you see it, it's just okay. This looks like a NFL starting quarterback. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Get the ball out quick, make your good reads, protect the ball. He's thrown like an interception like every camp. Like just every day is just at least one. He'll be like the last player again. He gets to get one in. They'll be damn near perfect, but he'll have one interception in there. So let's try to clean that up in this game. Let's not have no interceptions or fumbles or anything like that. And also the thing about Rattler is like I do trust him more as far as like when the lights come on. Like he has that, low blood pressure or that,
Hmm.
just ice in his veins or whatever it is you want to call it. You don't really see that panic in him.
Right.
So I'm not really worried. I'm not worried about him going against up against a hardball D. I mean, he done it. You know what I'm saying? Like he done it already. He'd been up against hardball. Damn near every team he played last year was a playoff team. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't been up against some dogs already. So that's the advantage he has going in tomorrow. Now, after that, Shuck, how many snaps does he get? Jake Hayner, like how they gonna rotate this thing? That's what I'm real fascinated to see. How much time does Radley get? How much time does Shuck get?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, because if it's just it's because again, this is like the first time there's been a true quarterback, like a true legit quarterback competition,
True.
and I'd be interested in if I don't know, like if the offense goes out and has like a really good first drive and it's like a touchdown or like a really good first drive, or if it's like a at least a field goal, is that like enough? And then do they put in Shuck in after that?
Yeah.
And then maybe they want to see Shuck with the first team offense as
Right.
well to evaluate. I don't know. Like those are true like decisions that you have to like really think about when you're thinking about a true like quarterback competition. Or if the coaching staff just feels like he's like not close to being ready, like maybe they don't put him in that position. Like for me, about for Shuck, it's about can you get the ball? Can he get the ball out quickly? And can like to me, I'm watching his feet and I'm watching how he reacts when it comes to pressure,
Yeah.
because that is the biggest thing when it comes to him. a
Yeah.
hundred percent.
Yeah. And it's like surprise. You know what I'm saying? Like going back to his tape in college, it was like that was the biggest thing. It's players are who they are sometimes, man. Um, I was just looking at the clip from training camp the other day on TikTok where Jasheen Davis
Got
beat
some
Fuaga.
got some speed. Got some speed to him,
Bruh,
bro.
I had to go and I said, let me just go do some research on this guy. Like, who is he? He was at Wake Forest. I pull up his highlights. I'm like, dude, look like a little poor man's, or as you say, a homeless man's Jalon Walker, bruh. Like a homeless Jalon Walker, bruh. I'm like,
He
damn.
he transient. He transient, bro. Skid Row, Jalen
Homeless.
Walker.
Not poor homeless, damn. Homeless Jalon Walker, bro. I'm like, damn, like, cause he kind of compact 6'3". That's kind of what really hurt him in the draft process. Just kind of compact, not long and nothing like that. He ran like a
Mm,
4'6" though. Ran like a 4'6"
mm.
40. So he got speed to him, bro. And I watched him. He beat Fuaga. He beat Fuaga. It wasn't like I was like, damn. And then he caught Shuck, and Shuck did this like weird shovel pass into nobody. Like,
That was the one that if you go in the practice reports, they would have said it was intentional grounding.
oh, in practice, training camp, intentional grounding. Like, what do we do? And that's the thing about Shuck is weird because I think in his mind he wants to be like this creative, move around, second reaction play,
Mm-hmm.
just. And I don't think he has that creativity. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to have that or you don't. Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers back in the day, like they just had like this second reaction thing where they just able to make plays.
Right.
And it's like with him, he makes like when he does that, it's like a disaster. It's like, whoa, don't do
It's
that.
like
Like
it becomes like a football folly. Like remember you saw the
exactly.
football folly on YouTube, bro? Like the football
YouTube,
folly.
yep.
They used to be on VHS, like old school football follies, bro.
Old school football. I used to play it on NFL Network sometimes. That's what it becomes. Like there's that old play he played in college that people were circulating for a long time where he like threw that ball and it was like, oh, what? So he has that capability to make like horrible looking plays. Like he might have 80 great plays and make like one just horrible play. So he just have to keep it clean, bro. Like I don't know
Clean.
how many snaps he plays, but like Kellen Moore needs to dial up some like nice throws that like easy, like roll to your right, tight end leaking out, boom, throw
Boom.
it to the tight end. It's like just nice throws that just give you some confidence, nothing too technical. Because this is his first action in the NFL. It's going to be his first action going against a hardball defense.
Oof.
So,
Good luck, bro.
like,
That is
you just don't want this to be a disaster. Like, it's just like, you don't want it because you know Saints fans, bro. Oh my God. Can you imagine if it was like
pick
pick
six or
sixes
some
or some folly just looking like with everybody on Twitter, like every NFL fan is like, you see this shit?
They took him at 40th overall. Like
They took him at 40.
Like you're already seeing some of it from like the training camp, and it's just like let's just take a breath.
Take a breath.
Let's just take a breath.
I'm seeing it, bro. Like I'm seeing it on TikTok. I'm like, damn, boy, they clowning on Tyler Shuck, man. Like, damn.
I think you said it best. Like both quarterbacks need to play a clean game.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I've said this in the Discord, and like I think Rattler can and probably will win the competition, but like I think he just potentially can and will win it by default. Like who knows? But like
Right.
he does, like you said, he does have that kind of gamer mentality to him. Like when the lights come on, like he may go out and have like two good drives or a good drive where he makes it like not close. But for Shuck, for his confidence, like I want to see him be able to stand in there, get the ball out quick, make decisions quick, and if the pressure's coming, like just be able to stand in there and just stand in there soundly. It's
Cut it
just
loose.
tough. It's just tough though because we don't know what version of the offensive line he's going to be standing behind. Is it going to be the first string offensive line? Is it going to be the second and third string offensive line?
Because that fall off is quite steep. I'm telling you.
Steep.
That second string, ooh wee, it gets bad. You know, snap start, the ball ain't coming out from the under center right and all that stuff. I don't know. So I wouldn't be surprised if he get. We'll see how they play it out. You know, like will they sometimes they'll leave like the starting O line out there and then switch out some of the other players. We'll see because they really, they really do want to get this offensive line some good work because it's a young offensive line. You know, maybe they switch out McCoy. You know, maybe get him out of there and get Will Clapp in there. I don't know, but they need a lot of work. You know, oh man, just the running game.
Yeah,
so RB2, please stand up.
Yeah, Jim in the chat said, "Can we see a running back step up?
Somebody, please." Like Devin Neal, okay, he out of here with the hamstring. Kendrick, it's your time, baby. Like if they the time, it's your time. You should shine. This is your time to shine, brother. Like get out there, catch some passes, stay healthy, be healthy on Monday. Like,
bro, I said it, bro. I said on the podcast a few podcasts back, bro. Like the most Kendrick thing ever would be during the first preseason game against the Chargers. Like he do like something unbelievable. Like you like, oh, Kendrick, that's a bad dude. That nigga get walked to the locker room, bro. It would be the most
Kendrick thing ever. Not spotting Kendrick out here today. Here we go.
Chris said Kendrick gonna miss a blitz pickup and Shuck gonna get lit up.
Oh man,
but yeah, like it is. I'm not trying to. I don't want to like make this negative, but it is very as a fan, and we've been on this, but it is very, very concerning of like the depth of running backs behind AK, the wide receivers behind Olave and Shaheed, and the tight end room in general that the offense has when we literally had the same exact conversation last season.
Same one, bro. Same one. It is so thin. And like Brandon Cooks is like, is he like everybody just kind of expecting Brandon Cooks like, oh yeah, he gonna plug right in, he gonna be fine. It's like I don't know, like the back end of his career. And after him, it's like who knows? Mason Tipton, where you been at, bro? Like kind of disappeared since we put the pads on. I don't know, like you know what I'm saying? Like that's my question with him. Like we saw last year he was shining through camp and he got injured.
Bro.
They still put him on a roster and really didn't do much in games. Rookie year. Okay, let's give him a second year. Now it's time to show. You healthy now? Okay, go out and show it. Bub Means, where you at? Kevin Austin Jr., all these guys, bro. Donovan Peoples Jones. Where are you? Like, it's like they still got Cedric Wilson. Like,
I forgot he was even on the team, bro.
Now he is written in as the wide receiver for, bro. Wide receiver for Cedric Wilson. I'm like, please, Lord, have mercy. Help me.
Excuse me. Thank you. Mark said the excuse is that there are just too many holes to fill, according to the goalpost movers.
Too many holes. Oh.
Yes, because Brogdon is really making a huge.
Yeah, brought in the third round. It's like I get it, but it's like you got like 16 DTs. Like, dude. All right, we'll see. Like you said, tight end Juwan, he's hurt right now. So after him, then what you got? Jacobson,
Moscato, and then the tight end they just claimed from. They just claimed from the.
Dire, bro. Like, where's Taysom Hill? How is Taysom Hill doing right now?
Pammy said Jake Stoll, the blocking,
Jake Stoll, baby,
who is a blocking tight end.
There we go.
Garland, who covers the Saints, made this point too in the video he posted today. Is like, like this quarterback battle may not be good. Like both these quarterbacks just may not be good, but also like after like the top two receivers in AK, like maybe they're not good because like people aren't getting open because like the skill positions aren't that good.
Yeah. And look, she's been playing great,
bro.
But the thing is like those top two, like man, you got to throw some accurate balls. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be on point, timing, accuracy, like timing, accuracy. There's no free play guys we got. Like a guy that's just like, man, free play. Let me throw it up to whoever. You know,
which is funny because when I was watching, when I broke down Spencer Rattler's tape, I think I've watched more of his tape I've ever did of any prospect after we drafted him. Watching him at South Carolina, like for him to have a player like Xavier Legette, like that type of prototype,
just throw it up.
He benefited from that so much more, kind of similarly, not exactly, but like a big reason early in his career, Cam Newton struggled a lot with his accuracy was throwing high. Like he would throw high a lot. So in terms of like good, and I'm not saying that Spencer Rattler is the guy. I'm not saying that. But because Cam Newton was the guy and because the Panthers knew this, to kind of help not fix it, but kind of to help with that offense, they went out and got a big body receiver in Kelvin Benjamin. And for a while, like that made great music for that Panthers offense, because if Cam was potentially throwing a high ball that may have been inaccurate, guess what? Kelvin Benjamin was going to go get up and go get it.
Yep. Yep.
It every offense in the NFL at this point needs some type of element like that.
Like you say, it's like you're building a basketball team, so you can't have everybody just the same style and size. You got to have different flavors, you know. So we beat that horse to death, bro.
Yeah,
Like
to death,
it's
bro. To
not.
death. Um, flipping it over. We talked about we know the Chargers are going to run the ball. We're going to see it's just going to be a small sample. We're going to see how really potentially improved this run defense is. We'll definitely probably see a lot of five man fronts, in terms of trying to stop the run and things like that. I'm interested to see Kool-Aid. I don't know who's going to be out there at wide receiver for the Chargers. Probably see. I don't know if there's going to be Quentin Johnson. I don't know if Vlad's going to be out there, but
Trey Harris.
Trey Harris. But interested Kool-Aid, and I'm really interested to see who's going to be starting opposite of him. Because even if Quincy Riley is not starting opposite of him to start, I want to see how him and Rico Payton looks in this game at some point, because my eyes are on them especially.
No question. Huge test. Even if they don't air the ball out like crazy, it's still just going to be important to see how they perform. And I'm interested to see, because the defense has looked pretty good through this training camp. I'm interested to see, has that been the offense and the shaky quarterback play? Like finally, just to get to see them up against a new team, a different team. I want to see how they just want to see how they look, as a unit, how they communicate. The linebackers, Danny Stutzman, how he looks, Nephi Sewell, the safeties. I maybe Reed gets some play in this game, and I don't know. I don't know if they'll put Reed out there. But I'm pretty sure the rest of the guys are gonna be out there. You're gonna see Sank out there. Sure, Julian Blackman's gonna be out there. Howden and all those guys. I want to see how they do, bro. Like I want to see. I want to see the same energy that I've been seeing in training camp.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see that out on the field too.
Yeah.
I want to see how they tackle too. It's big on my radar.
Huge.
Just how training camp has been conducted so far. Not that it hasn't been physical, because they had a lot of padded practice. Not a ton of live tackling, but I'm just interested to see how physical they play. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a Kellen Moore team, and offensive guys kind of get that ding for being, even though Jim Harbaugh is an offensive guy, but you just kind of get that thing of being finesse, and I just felt kind of finesse this training camp. This has been feeling kind of finessey. So I want to see if this team is going to be a little more physical in this game or not. You know what I'm saying? Like tackling might be bad. I'm expecting the tackling to be bad. So if it's not, that's going to be a surprise to me.
Surprise, right? In a good way. Because the Chargers were tackling.
It was tackling, hitting, all that, bro.
the first play of the game, they caused a fumble on a kickoff return.
Taking the ball away.
Anything else? Like I said, we kind of keep this one short. Anything else when you want to see from this game? I think like how the quarterbacks and how they respond, running back to offensive line. How the new looks defensive line responds to the run game.
I want to see. We talked a little bit about punter, but I just want to see the special teams operation, punt returner, who's returning punts, just how clean the special teams looks. Because we haven't seen a lot of that in training camp. They do a lot of that work like outside the time the media is there. So I just want to see how everything looking, man. Like what kind of operation they're running. Could look bad. Special teams in preseason is all over the place because you got so many different players running through there. But I want to see how that looks. I want to see how Kellen Moore operates, man. I want to see him on the sideline, calling plays and doing his thing. I just want to see
running
it.
Let's take a small break. Let's hear from our sponsor, our guy Bajan and come back before we wrap up. Anything else that may come to mind as we approach on Sunday, Saints Chargers first preseason game of the season. We'll be back right after the break. Yo, what up, Wolf? What are you looking at?
Man, I'm checking out this website. This site is cheeks, bro.
In 2025? How do you have a crappy website? Couldn't be me.
They need to hit up our guy Bijan with Precious Works. Precious Works offers to not only build you a website that's tailored to you and your customers' needs, but also to continue to manage and maintain it so you can focus on your business. Don't have much time? Precious Works is just what you need. No out-of-the-box stuff like Squarespace or Wix. Precious Works will create a site for you. You won't have to worry about plug-in updates, security, or things like that because Precious Works will maintain all of that and be available to you 24/7. Bijan set up Saints Block Party Podcast website for us a few years ago and hit it out the park. He also keeps it up to date and helps us anytime we want to add something new like a form or the prospect matching tool that we did for the NFL draft. It's like having your own personal developer just a text or a call away. Precious Works has worked with everyone from small businesses to large firms, so no job is too big or too small. If you're in the need of a website or you currently have one, but you want to upgrade it, give Bijan a holler at Precious Works. You can get with him at Bijan at Precious Works, BIJON at precious.works, or go to precious.works for his website. Make sure to tell him Saints Block Party sent you.
We are back. Trying to think.
Almost made it, Mom. I almost made it.
I did think someone said we should go get Cordero Patterson. I don't know what Cordero Patterson would add to the team at this point. And I was a biggest Cordero.
We probably gonna do an episode on like roster bubble people around the league or something like that because I've been peeking like Trevor Etienne or
Sky Moore,
Romeo Dobbs, Sky Moore, something, bro. Something. But like you said, like nothing. Not trying to give up no third round pick, no second round pick, or nothing like that.
No,
but like fifth, sixth round, anything conditional type stuff.
Fifth and sixth and seventh, I'm completely fine with. There's I had it looked. I was gonna look it up. Like cutoff there, like the day that the roster had to be cut to 53, I believe is like on the 26th. Or
something like that.
Something like that, right?
Yeah.
I think the Saints are going to end up claiming like 4 or 5 players, bro. I really do.
Wouldn't surprise me, bro. Running back, wide receiver, tight end.
Like we're gonna have, like I'm gonna even, like we're just gonna have, like we're gonna have the episode. Like we're gonna wait to do the episode until the next day until the claims happen, bro. Like we're not even do the episode until the 53-man roster's announced. We're gonna wait till the next day because I do not trust it. I don't trust it because I just believe there's going to be a lot of movement and shaking going on in terms of the roster construction. Probably more so than I think we've ever probably seen in these like post Sean Payton years.
Yeah, man.
These, like recent DA.
Man,
I think it's gonna
like I remember, I wasn't as much of a sicko back then, but I was a sicko like 2006. Sean Payton did so many transactions that offseason. Like he completely transformed the team, just all the way down to the end. You know what I'm saying? Getting guys like Shanley, doing little trades here and there, Fajita, and kept just bringing in guys late into the off season before the season started, just to keep tweaking that roster to get the team he wanted. You know what I'm saying? And I think Kellen's gonna have to keep doing that because just a lot of holes to fill, bro. A lot of holes to fill. So that pro scouting department need to be doing their work. Ooh. They need to be looking at all 31 other teams, all 90-man rosters, and just going through all of them. Yeah.
And if it's kind of having that conversation. If they feel like a player is going to get cut, and they really feel like that player can add something to the team, like like those are the type of moves where you don't, especially if the player is can get weight or can be claimed by another team. Those are
Right.
the players that you do want to say, hey, like maybe we can trade, conditional sixth, a conditional seventh, whatever, to bring that player onto the team.
Exactly.
Trying to think anything else before we wrap it up. No,
Mm,
I think we
what did we give up for Ridgeway?
like a maybe like a seventh.
Yeah, yeah, I was trying to remember that. But yeah, man, like that's it, man. It's gonna be one of the more fascinating preseason games I can remember.
Yeah, and one more thing, I will be interested to see if Kellen Moore just calls basic vanilla plain Jane just plays, or will they be some type of function of scheming to the play calls?
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be fascinating. I'm pretty sure they're gonna script something out, like just at least in the beginning, some kind of script. Um, like how advanced the stuff will be, I don't know. He might keep it just kind of simple because he talked about how through up to this point the installs have been like the foundational offense, and then from here they're going to start tweaking and kind of tailoring stuff to specific
Mm-hmm.
players and adding all the little razzle dazzle and all that stuff. But we'll see, bro. It's gonna be man. It's gonna be so fascinating, bro. Like I'm super interested and excited. And Patreon, if you're a Patreon, we're gonna be watching the game on Zoom. Adam gonna be at the game, but I'm gonna be running the Zoom. We're gonna be watching the game. Y'all join in if you're a Patreon and watch the
Mm-hmm.
game. With everybody. We can laugh, cry together. Mostly gonna laugh probably. Um, and just enjoy ourselves. And it's gonna stream on YouTube. If you can't join it, you can just stream it and watch it.
Stream on YouTube. If you're part of the community, you can hop in the Zoom. I'll be at the game, and then we'll have our recap Sunday night, talking about everything that saw at the game,
Oh yeah.
and that's it. We'll talk about the Saints' first preseason game against the Chargers Sunday night. It will be fun and exciting. We appreciate y'all for checking in and listening and watching this episode. If you watch this on YouTube, please make sure to like and subscribe. If you're listening to this on any audio function, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or anything like that, please make sure you follow, subscribe, all that. We appreciate all the support. Saints football, like it's here, like it's here. It's preseason,
Oh,
but it's essentially like here for all intents and purposes. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Thank y'all for support. With that, we are out.
peace.